What's going on there, friends? My name is M2Dates, and welcome back to another episode of Tales of Symphonia Remastered for the Nintendo Switch. We're off up last time. We infiltrated the Azalea Human Ranch in order to stop the Great Seed from going out of control, and we have successfully done that. We defeated Forcistus, and we saved the prisoners of the Azalea Human Ranch, and they are taken here in Azalea. And now in this part, well, we're actually back in Azalea. We are no longer banished. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be here at all. So that means we can come over here in our own free will, and it's really exciting. So, in this part, I guess we'll see what's the next step. So, hello, Professor. What is it? No, it's nothing. Just no, never mind. Perhaps this village has some hope left for it after all. I was really looking forward to you chewing out the mayor. I'm not stupid enough to waste my time lecturing pigs. Well, my apologies. And so now we got rain back. Our house is still destroyed. Like, we were gone from Azalea for a long time. You'd think our house would be, like, just rebuilt by now, but nope. I'm so glad the people of the village accepted you, Genus. But the mayor, just leave idiots like him alone. There's always stubborn people like that. All we can do is just work to change those around us little by little. Then Azalea was our first little step. For me, it was a great leap forward. Did you say something? No, it's nothing. What do you mean it's nothing? Colette, are you alright now? Yes, I think. I'm sorry for making everyone worry. I've accepted a request from Phaedra and Frank to escort the Chosen to your father's house. To Dad's house? Why? Grandmother said that dwarves know the most about Crucius crystals. I see. Yeah, they probably do. Then I'll go with you. I should visit Dad every once in a while. Yes, you do that. After I deliver the Chosen, I will return to Crucius. But what about Sheena? I requested a message be sent. She should rejoin you soon. Gotcha. Then let's go back to Dad's place. Alright, and so now we're back to that Forcistus guy was a little different from the other 5 Grand Cardinals. He was a design hero who once killed every member of a group of humans that were leading a massacre of half-elves. A hero. It is said that he was full of knightly virtue, kind to his companions, and a fierce god of death. From a human point of view, he's a horrible villain, but to the half-elves, he must have been a true hero. Yes, that is why war is so tragic. To win means to make victims of your opponents and give birth to hatred. If Forcistus had been born in a world where we accepted each other, we might have been able to get along. Yes, perhaps so. Alright, so to Dirk.
Lloyd!
Dad! How have you been? Were you affected by the earthquake?
This area is on top of hard bedrock. Everything is fine.
Dirk, we are here by the request of Colette's family. They wish for you to help her.
I'm afraid even if Crucius crystals are an evolved form of X-Sphere, I still don't know the first thing about them. It'd be a better idea to ask a dwarf over in that Tethe'alla place.
Oh, so even you don't know anything about these?
I'm sorry I couldn't be of help. At least stay here for the night to get some rest.
I must politely decline.
All right.
Wait, are you really going back to Crucius?
I am an angel of Crucius.
Then why didn't you follow Yggdrasil's orders? To leave the Great Seed alone?
I have my reasons, that's all. But as a result, Martel was not lost. That goes along with Yggdrasil's wishes.
It's true then. You really are our enemy.
Lloyd.
What?
If you want to save the Chosen, you should research the records from the ancient Carlon War. Remember the words of the unicorn at Lake Umasi.
Wait, why are you with Crucius when you're a human? What is he trying to do?
Hey, wasn't that Kratos just now?
Sheena! Yeah, he returned to Crucis.
I see. So he really is our enemy.
Yeah. But anyway, welcome back.
Thanks. Thank goodness we stopped the giant tree.
Yeah.
Alright,
This area resembles Ozette.
Yeah. This entire area is surrounded by a forest.
Lloyd, I heard about Chocolat.
And about Marble?
Yes, and other things as well. Were you hurt by Chocolat's hatred towards you?
Well, yeah. It's definitely painful when someone hates you, even if I deserved it.
I see.
But I'm going to do everything I can to make up for it. Even if I don't ever make up for it completely.
Even if she never forgives you?
Whether or not you're forgiven isn't important. It's the effort that matters. At least, that's what I think.
yeah, you can never completely make up for what you did that's wrong. You've grown so big, Lloyd. You've really matured. I'm so proud of you, son. And as you see, everybody else is out here, too.
I bet you lived a crappy, hard life so far, huh?
Gee, you sure know how to cheer someone up, don't you?
Well, don't worry about it too much. So now what? Aren't you at your wit's end right about now?
Why do you say that?
The giant tree, which we thought was all good, goes nuts. Our cute little Colette comes down with some funky cold. It's just human nature to start getting tired of it all.
I'm never gonna give up. If I quit, I'll never be able to face all the people who've suffered because of what I've done. So I'm gonna fight to the very end. I can't give up.
Hot-headed and stubborn as hell. Well, but I guess that's what I dig about you.
The problem is what to do now. We need to know how the two worlds were forced apart before we can figure out a way to save them.
How the worlds were forced apart. I wonder about that too, but I also want to know why Yggdrasil split the world in two.
Don't you think it was to protect the Great Sea? To protect Martel?
But because the worlds were pulled apart, that phase thing got shifted. And the Great Sea became unstable, right? And that's not really protecting her. That's more like putting her in danger.
Lloyd, you manage to say something intelligent every now and then. You're absolutely right.
Every now and then? Jeez, that's harsh.
The who, why, and how. That's what we need to know.
Right now, all we know is who.
This whole time, Colette hid her suffering deep in her heart, and always kept a smile on her face.
Yeah, and once again, I failed to notice.
She is a courageous girl. It takes tremendous strength to smile no matter how dire the situation.
Colette hides her suffering too much. It's okay for her to let her true feelings show.
She knows the power that words possess.
Power of words?
Your will manifests itself in the words you speak, whether they be curses or words of joy. The soul of those words yields power.
I get it. Okay, and I'm gonna say it out loud right now. I will save Colette in both worlds.
It's pretty strong. So Colette's up on the balcony. I guess we can say hi to her. Did I say hi to everybody else? Who else do I need to talk to? Oh, Genus is out here.
Lloyd, I feel like I'm starting to hate humans more and more.
I'm sorry, Genus.
You don't have to apologize, Lloyd. I like you, as well as the people of Visalia. It's just that when I think about how there are lots of people who think just like the mayor...
I remember a lesson where the professor said that words exist in order for people to understand one another.
What do you do about people who don't want to understand?
Genus.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it out on you. Don't worry about it.
It's pretty rough for both Rain and Genus that, you know, they're the only two non-fully human in our group, and then they have to constantly deal with all of this discrimination stuff.
Lloyd, I'm sorry. I'm being a burden to you again, aren't I?
What are you talking about? You're the one that's suffering. Stop apologizing.
Okay, I'm sorry. Lloyd, you saw my shoulder, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm just gonna turn into one big X-sphere.
You dork. There's no way that'll happen.
But it keeps spreading. Right now it's still hidden under my clothes, but eventually,
Colette.
if that happens, you're gonna hate me. I've caused you so much trouble, and now on top of that, my body's turning into this disgusting thing.
It's not disgusting. Remember what I said. You're you. Even if you become an X-sphere. No, I won't let you become an X-sphere.
Really?
Yeah. Have I ever lied before? Well, okay, I have. But I did keep my promise to give you your birthday present. So I swear that I'll save you no matter what. I promise.
You always save me. And you always keep the promises you've made to me.
Yeah, so cheer up. When you're down, everyone feels sad, including me.
I'm truly thankful to have met you, Lloyd. This time, I don't want to disappear. I really don't. I'm gonna live, right? I'm going to be able to stay by your side, right?
Of course. You're right here, in front of me, alive. I swear that you will be absolutely, positively, indubitably all right.
What are we gonna do now? Let's go see Altessa for Colette. Yes, regardless of whether or not we trust Kratos' words, we'd better return to Tethe'alla for now. Can we trust him though? We don't have any other leads. All we can do is keep it going. Yeah, so in the last part, it's been revealed that Colette has something unusual going on with her again, and it's very unsatisfying. Let's just say it's kind of hard to look at. That's the short end of, like, to put it lightly, very hard to look at. So yeah, everybody who came from the Azalea Ranch, which also includes Chocolat. I actually tried looking all over her. I cannot even find her at all. But we presume that she's staying at Azalea for now. Because as you can see, look at Palmacosta. It's destroyed. You're never coming back here, ever. So, whatever you had to do in Palmacosta now is gone. Hopefully Chocolat's mother is okay. And then hopefully Clara is okay. Because, dang. Palmacosta was destroyed, but I'm glad everyone was safe. And the people of Lewin took in the people of Palmacosta. They both experienced the loss of their cities. They understand each other's pain. Lewin's going to start getting really busy. Let's do what we can to help them too. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way to Tethe'alla, shall we? Tethe'alla. And we gotta go to Altessa. So let's go ahead and make our way to their place right now. So from here on out, most of the rest of the game is going to take place in Tethe'alla. Alright, so welcome back to Altessa's house. If you're back here in Tethe'alla, then the world must be, actually. I see, so that's what caused the massive earthquake the other day. Was there damage on this side too? It seems that the other regions were not greatly affected, but there were landslides and falling rocks in this area, and because of that, Mythos was... Hey, Mythos, what happened? You're hurt. Ah, this? It's okay, I'm fine now. Did you see the boulders outside? The other day, there was a massive earthquake, and the boulders fell toward me. Mythos saved me, but he was hurt instead. I see, I'm glad you're safe. Yeah, and that's really impressive, the way you protected Tabitha like that, Mythos. You said this before, too. You're a really nice guy, Mythos. Aw, not really. Mythos is a kind person. Yeah, he helped us find Rain when she disappeared, too. You're awesome, Mythos. Thank you. A nice guy. Regarding Colette's illness, it's most likely chronic Angelus Crystallus Inofficium? Chronic Angelus? Rejection of the crystal is said to occur in 1 out of every million people, so Colette just happens to be that unlucky. But I've heard that knowledge of the cure was lost long ago. If you could find records from the ancient war, then perhaps... So it all comes back to the ancient war. But where do we go to find records of it? There's an archive building in Sybak that is dedicated to the history of Mythos. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I've heard of that. Oh yes, I do know about that. An archive building. I wonder if it will be of any use. If you like, I can show you around there. Yeah, that'd be great. You just want to go with Mythos. Well, I guess an archive building will be safe enough. Sure, let's go together. Okay. So, time to go to Sybak. Yeah, so we're going to be going all over the place. So, we went to Altessa's house. Now the next place to go is Sybak. Sybak's not that far from here. There's a Tower of Salvation, which we don't really have any need to go there right now. Here's Sybak. Let's go. So, we gotta go to the archive building. And the archive building is over here. Materials pertaining to Mythos and his companions are on display in this area. Hey, take a look at this! What's up? One of Mythos' companions was afflicted with a disease that crystallizes the body. That sounds the same as Colette. Colette is sick? Oh yeah, a little. What happened to that person? It seems it was cured. Then there is a way to cure it, just as Altessa said. I hope the technique hasn't been lost. Well, so what's the cure? It says a unicorn saved the maiden. Is that the unicorn that we got at Lake Lunacy? You mean the one that Rain used to learn new healing arts? If so, then we already know that those healing arts can't help Colette. I wonder if the unicorn itself is necessary. And then you mentioned it, the unicorn did say he lived for healing Martel's sickness or something like that. It's just Kratos said. Remember the unicorn's words. I wonder who Kratos really is. What are you talking about? He's a traitor. What are you gonna do if you trust him and wind up regretting it? I trust Kratos, or there's a possibility. Well, if Kratos our enemy, you can't trust him. You can't trust your enemies. There is a possibility, but let's test it before we start worrying whether it's true or not. Yeah, we can only do what we can. Lloyd, you're strong. You think so? How can you be so positive when there may be a trap and only darkness may lie up ahead? I think it's because my friends will help me. If I was alone, I think I would have already been crushed by the weight of the burden. I too wish I'd had friends like that. You're our friend now, right? Yeah, you're one of Lloyd's friends, although you may catch his stupidity. Hey, Genus! Yeah, I really envy you, but how can we find more information on the Carlon War? I've heard that the royal family has compiled and stored most of the materials concerning Mythos and the Carlon War. During the Carlon War, Mythos did have various interactions with the rulers. So it's Meltokyo then, but the Pope will be breathing down on our necks. It's dangerous. We don't have the luxury of complaining about that now. Yeah, we'll head for Meltokyo, but you should go back, Mythos. Anyway, we'll take Mythos back and... It's fine, I can go back myself, but... It's fine, don't you need to hurry? If you're going to be infiltrating the castle, right? So be careful. Yeah, okay then. Guys, let's go. Do they all really believe him? It seems like Zelos knows something that we're not catching up on. I wonder what that's about. Okay, but anyway, we're done with Cybax. Now we gotta go to Meltokyo and actually confront the castle. That sounds crazy. So... yeah. Who knows if that's gonna go well. Alright, here we go. Back to Old Tokyo, man. Let me tell you, the rail traveling is so good. All right, so welcome back, and once again, we gotta go through over here because those guards aren't gonna let us through anytime soon. So let's go ahead and make our way through. We're gonna go ahead and skip through the dungeon because we're not gonna go through the sewers. At least, wait, what? This is the money. Yup, it's all there. How long before the king is dead? Probably another month or so with this poison. It takes a while. I've been told to make it look like he died from the illness. It's slow, but he'll die for sure. Tell His Eminence the Pope to wait just a little bit longer. I see. I knew there was something wrong when the normally healthy king got sick. What are you gonna do, Lloyd? Isn't it obvious? If we save the king, he'll be in our debt. Let's go. Why can't they just say that they'll save him? Who's there? It's the Chosen. Dang, it's Zelos. What? It's you, Barley. Dang, I can't have people knowing about the assassination. Die here! Be quiet. I won't forgive you. Oh my god, just like that? I'm gonna die here? You've got to be kidding me. I'm gonna die here? Like that dang Alicia? Don't insult Alicia. So he was the link between the Pope and Rodile of the 5 Grand Cardinals. The Pope is connected to Kuchinawa as well. The X-Spheres of Tethe'alla passed from Varley to Rodile, and the experiments related to the Crucius Crystals were passed from Rodile to Varley and ultimately to the Pope. The Pope probably asked them to assassinate the king in exchange for his cooperation. Insolence! Alright, let's get the Pope. Alright, and with that, no more Barley. So we no longer have to worry about crazy stuff. Like Regal and... that's one step closer for Regal and Persea to be at peace. I finally accomplished my goal of so many years. What will you do now? For the sake of Lloyd and the others who aided me in my revenge, and for Alicia's sake as well, I shall assist in what meager ways I can to eliminate Crucius. Yes. Defeating Varley does not mean that everything is over. In fact, it may just be the beginning. Beginning? A new beginning for the sake of turning our eyes from the past and toward the future. Okay. So now that Varley's dead, we gotta go ahead and make our way to the top of the castle. So it seems as though that, yeah, the Pope is really planning to dethrone the king by taking out the competition. I've never even heard of Colette's illness before. Yes, it's only briefly mentioned in Mythos' records. I wonder if any of the other Chosen who embarked on the world regeneration encountered the same disease. Among the Chosen who died along the way, there may have been some who suffered from it. But it's 1 in a million, right? The Chosen is always the one who suffers. We must do something to save that innocent girl. Alright, so heading up. And my wanted poster's still there. How crazy. This city can't catch a break with me. Alright, to the church.